Hey girls, load the spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful Android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy. Yeah, baby. What up? What up? What up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner and the beautiful Cali Sun. And we're back again for another show. And it's a special one indeed. The competition, round 3. And I have in the description of this video, if you know, you know. Meaning that if you know what this competition is, you know. No explanation needed. It's basically another dive in the world of human women. And as a J. King Hefner, representative of doll enthusiasts and things of that nature, it definitely feels good to be able to jump in the world of human women and do a little psychology exam. And in this case, we're doing a bit of a contest. And just as a disclaimer to all ladies involved, this is more of an honor than it is something just trying to tear you down. Because if you're in this contest, that means you're a beautiful woman, one of the sexiest ladies on YouTube. And guess what? Us as men, we're just trying to split hairs. Now, although if you lose, you may consider yourself having a funk bone, but that's not necessarily the case. It's just the fact that, hey, it's like Top Gun. You're going against the best of the best, and cuts have to be made. And as I've explained before, when it comes to this competition, it's basically not who has a just funky vagina, walking around with a funky vagina. That's not really it. It's basically who would slip up the most. That's for one. Who would slip up the most? I don't care if it's just one time out of 5 years. Who would it be? 2, who probably has the best fragrance as well, you know, amongst the last people that's standing. So I'm going to be honest. Let me put my banner up. I'm going to say hello really quick to everybody. First of all, God bless you to anybody that's watching. Anything you're hoping for, wishing for, we're praying that you get it. Hey, if you like this stream, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share it to others. Spread the word. We got plenty more of these competitions coming.
But I also have plenty of other content that you may like. But with this particular contest, this isn't meant to hurt feelings, although it may, but it isn't directed at that. This is more or less to celebrate the human vagina. Ain't that right, Callie? Exactly. You see, Callie got her leg up. Look, she interested. She ready for this one. So I'm going to say hello to all my people in chat really quick. But first of all, let me explain who these ladies are. I got a chance to briefly see chat, and I saw somebody mention, hey, who are these ladies? Well, honestly, in my mind, I thought a lot of you might know who they are, but I'm going to tell you. It's not like, some of these ladies don't have like thousands and thousands of subscribers like that Star Wars girl, so you probably don't know them. And all of these girls aren't in comics, gate, and things of that nature. But this little group of girls is either on YouTube or doing something on Twitch. And I got a nice little pool of girls from Chrissy Mayer's Simpcast. A long time ago, I had made my own little list as well as other people's suggestions. So you'll probably see some even more, probably a couple of more familiar faces that you're used to next round. But in this round, we have a girl named Ashton the Slytherin. I really think to a lot of people on YouTube and whatnot, we just sort of became aware of her recently. I know I did. Just on seeing her on the Simpcast. Also, I have a girl named Carmaxilla. I talk about her a little bit more. I discovered her on Simpcast, a few months ago. Zia Lane. Where did I see her first? I'm trying to think. I don't know whether I saw her on the Jack Show first or on Simpcast. I'm not really sure. Because maybe she hasn't been on the Jack Show. Maybe I did just see her on Simpcast. But either way, so that's another girl. She's not really a big YouTuber. She's more of a online personality, so to speak. And last but not least, I have Melanie Mack. And she's a gamer, streamer, and she's a big YouTuber. And so those are the four that's going to round it out. And I think that I have a good four, but boy, this is probably going to be a pretty quick competition. I'm going to let you know why. A lot of you say you don't really know a lot about them. Well, I'm going to be honest. I've only done surface level research on these particular girls because they're not quite in my realm. And quite honestly, I've been super duper duper busy. But it's crazy. I've seen enough just in passing, just hearing whispers here and there. And although I may not have all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed as far as straight up information, I have enough subtle information to easily, I'm just saying easily, make this decision. So with all this said, I'm going to swoop through the comments. I'm not going to stay there all day. I'm going to come back to them. But initially, hey, look, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. I'm going to be honest with you. We ain't going to pull no punches. Just to recap, we have our initial champion, Thana. That Star Wars girl, Anna. A sexy, fine, pretty eyebrows, nice, cute smile. Sexy walking and talking woman. She got the first competition, and she had some stiff competition to go through. And I always say Venti should have been her major competition and probably could have pulled that victory out. But all due respect to Thana, she's been a great champion, initial champion. Then in a nice little battle between Chrissy Mayer, and Mandy Summers. Mandy Summers did finally put her, actually to be a taller woman, put her very pretty foot on Mayer's neck at the end of the day. Oh my God. So she pulled the victory out over Mayer. So here today, we will be looking for our next champion. So here we go. Let me say some quick hellos, go through some comments, and guess what? We finna get this show on the road. And once again, I know this on a Saturday. I normally have this show on a Wednesday, only because it really started on a Wednesday, just on a whim. It started on a Wednesday, but it's just too many things that are coming up, going on, and I don't want to wait another week. I already have waited too long. So I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I just got to get this out of my system. So Lieutenant Stingray says, here J Dog King Hefner, Lieutenant Johnny K, here J and Dog King Army. Oh yeah, most definitely. God bless the Dog King Army and everybody that's watching. If you want to donate, hey, look, super chat, super sticker, video, super thanks. Colson Doon says, yo. Nitrium says, who are these people? I don't recognize. Okay, I just listed them for you. Calisian says, your mom. Lieutenant Johnny says, hope Jay's good. He's not usually late. Right. I'm glad you pointed that out, Johnny, and I'm glad I have a reputation for not usually being late because I do not like being late. But rest assured, whenever you see me being several minutes late or something like that, chalk it up to technical difficulties. I couldn't get my computer to load up because I did try to keep it off before the stream to make sure it was, stronger. And it didn't want to come on. Gyro says, here we go. Johnny said, let's do this. Tree Goblin says, evening Jay. S Dog start with the fire sign. Gyro says, does he usually start streams like this? Man of many talents, Gyro says. Help Jay. He said, hey Jay, that's what Jeff Henderson says. Yeah, I started Gyro, I do start a lot of them with one of my raps, and it's usually that one. I actually have a new rap song I'm working on that's coming up soon. Once again, one of the many things I'm working on. Ghost Centurion says, may the best human woman win. I agree. Jason LaRock says, dog pimp. Nope. Somebody else calls themselves that. I'm not quite a dog pimp, but I do appreciate the sentiment, though. Being in Memphis, I appreciate what you mean by that. Tree Goblin says, hail the Vag. Yes, most definitely. Hail Tree Goblin. Matt G says, hello. Evening, Lieutenant Johnny, blah, blah, blah. Matt G here, Nitrium. OnlyFans. He talking about Zia. Let me say something about these girls right quick because I don't have their links. Once again, running late. Let me tell you, Melanie Mack. Melanie, Melonie Mack. Space Mack. Search her. You can find her YouTube, Instagram. She'll pop up. Zia Land. XIALAND, but put a space in between. Look on Instagram, you'll find her. Man, what's this other one? Carmaxilla. I think I spelled it. Oh, I didn't spell it, thank God. But I think it's CARMAXALLA. You'll find her. And the last girl is Ashton the Slytherin. So those are all the girls' names, if you want to look them up. Somebody said, here, Mandy, Stingray D. Powerbrain says, good evening, Jay and Dog King family. The Soul King says, what's up? John Woodman says, Jay the man. Okay, good. Caught up. Now let's roll. Here we go, guys. So, with all things aside, the scent competition, just to give anybody that doesn't know why it exists and what it is. The scent competition exists because I love Cali and the girls. I love them. But I do come from a world of being experienced with human women. I make love to many a human woman. And although I don't make love to my girls, one of the things that I would say, and I don't sit up here longing for it 24/7, but one of the things that the girls miss and they can never have at this point is the vaginal smells, the good vaginal smells of a human woman. Because when you got a woman that's clean, I ain't talking about running a mile and then coming in the house. I'm talking about a good woman at the shower that's clean. She starts out with no scent. And then, you get to making love with her. And, hey, it's going to be a nice, musky scent over time that's going to really turn you on even more. Not stinky, but just a little musky. And, my girls can never do that particular thing. The same things happens with their feet. and just other little orifices. As long as they're clean, then you know, when you're making love to a woman, hey, when that sweat and that work gets to building up, her pheromones start coming out in those faint little smells, and they can be intoxicating. So I said a long time ago, hey man, it'd be cool if I can get some human woman to actually send me their underwear, because I've had so many women send me underwear that I dated in the past, and oh my God, it's just amazing to have it, especially when they wear it for a little while. So with all that said, I said it'd be cool if I could ever get a competition like that where, hey, people would submit their underwear and I could literally be judging it physically. But guys, although it's possible, we all know that that's very unlikely to begin with, to get women to actually, you know, do that. Because they won't know that you're acting in good faith, and they'll be thinking you're trying to hoard panties and all this type of stuff. So it takes a while for them to understand it's truly a competition. But with all that said, we don't need them to necessarily participate unless they really want to prove who is the winner. As for now, we can contemplate and put theories and imaginations to the test from small and sometimes large bits of information. So with all that said, we'll get today's competition started. And to recap, the first winner of the competition was that Star Wars girl, Anna. I'm not going to shame anybody else, but she did win the competition with a vagina that stood above the rest. And she's still a champion. She will always be a champion. Next, the beautiful Mandy Summers pulled off I'm not going to say a stunning victory. It could have been a stunning victory, but certain facts came out, and she won her championship bout against a well-known mayor. And now it brings us to today, where this is sort of like the original Star Wars in a sense. Just from a sense, where people don't really know these actors as much. But nevertheless, they are good actors. So, with all that said, I believe in this first round, we will have Ashton the Slytherin versus Carmaxilla. Now, I'm going to be honest. Like I told you, I've sort of heard Ashton. I know these girls from the Chrissy Mayer show. I've heard her talk on the Mayer show, and I've heard Carmaxilla talk on there. So that's where I know these girls from. I think Carmaxilla is a gamer, and I know that Ashton does some type of YouTube stuff, but I really don't know much about it. I've just watched them on Chrissy Mayer's stream. So let me try to, I believe I should be able to share this because this is within my computer to give you guys a bit of a visual to see exactly who we're talking about. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. I ought to be able to share that. We ought to be able to share that. Okay, and this shouldn't be any problem, okay? Because I have this on my computer. So I'm going to show you who the first two contestants are. Now, this isn't the best picture of her. I'm going to be honest with you. But the truth is, these two girls don't really have a whole bunch of pictures on their Instagram or anything. They're actually pretty private people in a way. Even though they're on social media, but they haven't just went crazy on their Instagram. So I know she has sort of a surprised look on her face, but that's Ashton the Slytherin. So that's not her best picture. And this is her competition, a girl named Carmaxilla. That's another contestant. This is another picture of Carmaxilla. And I promise you, it's not my fault that this is the only other picture that I sort of found of her. You know, I have one more that I'm going to show you. But that's just a different picture, just a, different. I do want you to remember this picture for a reason, though. I'm going to go down. Carmaxilla again. This is her competition right now, Ashton. Now, right here is Carmaxilla, so you can see her body. So she has sort of a lame body, you know. Hey, she's built well. She's at a dinner with Venti, one of her competitors, Melody Mack, and another non-competitor, a girl named slips my mind right now. Lola, I think. And here is a better picture of Ashton. So you get a chance to really see her. This is one of her best assets, her legs. Her legs is one of her best assets. So it's this beauty versus this beauty right here. So this is them with their more of their full bodies. That's the competition. I'll leave it just on Ashton right now since she has more of a full body going on right there. And let me move it back down because I see that I need to come down just a little bit. I'll let her just stay on screen for a little while. Okay, that's a little bit better. So now let me go ahead and break this round down. Here's the deal. I'm not going to spend much time on this round. And here's because it's very easy to judge. I'm not trying to once again talk bad about anybody. So here's the deal. This Ashton girl, I'm not going to go too deep on her, but I just say this. The first time I laid eyes on her, she was completely stunning. She really knocked me aback. She just has this, I'm just going to be short with her for a second. She just really has this Puritan look to her. And what I mean by that, she truly reminds me of this girl that I would imagine literally getting off the Mayflower. Like she has that sunshine vagina. I promise you. So I would say that she really knocked me aback the first time I saw her. Now, the first time I saw her, she didn't do a lot of talking. And I really thought they were just sort of shutting her out on the simp cast. So I didn't really get a chance to know her personality that much. But later on, I did get a chance to know her personality a little bit more. And I found out that she has a condition, and if I'm not mistaken, she has a bit of autism. And I know that sounds a bit crazy, but I think that's sort of how she explained it, like she has a touch of autism. Now, she doesn't look autistic in any damn well way. And that's not a shot at autistic people, but I've known a lot of autistic people in my life, and just sometimes they can, look a bit different. Now, a lot of times they can look just like she does, completely normal. But she doesn't have that extreme autism, in my opinion. But she, I understand that she does have a condition. Now, the Carmaxilla girl, let me put it on her just a second. The Carmaxilla girl, I've only seen a little bit of her. I've only seen a little bit of her. There she is right here next to Venti. I've only seen a little bit of her. And honestly, she was one of the girls that I was saying to myself, like, yeah, I have to do some research on her and find out about her before this competition. So let me go ahead and make this short and sweet. Carmaxilla, the only research I had done on her, and she's sexy, she's beautiful. Let me tell you about the first time I saw her. The first time I saw her, I did not think she was real. I'm serious. I saw her on the Simpcast one time, and I promise you, she looked so much like an anime. So much like an anime, I thought she was fake. I mean, she was absolutely beautiful. I was like, man. I said, "Ooh, this girl has to be in the competition." Man, I was knocked out by Carmaxilla. That's the only reason she's really here. I was like, man, she was beautiful. So weeks and months or whatever went by, and I decided to check in on her. And I looked at her YouTube. I think she has a little bit on YouTube. And I noticed something that I really sort of hate to see when I do any research, is her pictures looked very much different than that day that I saw her. Not saying she's ugly. Not saying she's ugly, but it was like, man, is this the same person? You know, I don't know whether she went heavy on the makeup or whatever, but she definitely looked different. So I sort of wrote that down as, okay, that's a potential strike against her going forward. Even though this isn't a beauty contest, beauty just factors into it in a way, but this isn't a beauty contest. But when I saw the difference in look, I don't really see, this is where I don't want to talk bad about anyone, because so I think she's our youngest contestant. I don't want her feelings to be hurt. I don't want her to be scarred by this. You're beautiful. You're a wonderful girl. I want you to be scarred. But this is just looking from afar. I'm just going to say, the difference that I saw was, I just say, on some of those pictures I saw here, I was like, it's a little grungy here. Not the grunge look, but a grimy type grunge. I was like, man, is this girl pulling the mare and only taking one bath a day or something? I don't know what's going on here, but she didn't strike me as nasty, but just a bit grungy like. So that's the only opinion I had of her for a while. But man, I'm going to tell you something. This is why this round is over. She made 2 videos recently on Instagram, literally a couple of weeks, probably a week apart before this actual competition, that gave me all the information that I needed. Now, as a young creator and as a creator, period, creating isn't not easy. I'm going to be honest with you. So you have to step out there. I understand. You have to just do things sometimes to find yourself. So this isn't meant to beat her up. I keep putting those fillers out there. This isn't meant to beat her up. I know she could just be finding her way, but I have to judge this as a man and as a judge. This is a competition. And man, she made one video that was sickening, where she was putting some canned food in the microwave. And I promise you, man, you have to go on Instagram and just see it. Just the whole feel of the video is just creepy, nasty like. And she made a video before that was, I didn't mention that one. It was actually a video before that was sort of like, this is sort of nasty. You know what I'm saying? I know she was probably going for the shock value, but it was just like hitting a little too close to home. So next, man, this is the one, I really hate to say this analogy, but I can't say it any other way because I'm not trying to beat anybody up. But she just made a recent video where she was digging up her nose and saying, I know you think I'm digging up my nose. I mean, digging boogers out my nose, but no, the inside of my nose is itching. Everything itch on me. The inside of my body, the inside of my intestine, the inside of my tongue. And like I say, once again, I know she's just being a new creator, just trying to have fun, but I'm going to be honest, just as a side note, if you're a woman, you can make all the jokes you want, but just don't include that you're itching everywhere. You're talking about a hell of a turnoff. And I was just like, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't have to do a lick of more research. Ashton has kicked your arse because I already knew that they were going to be going against each other. I said, no. It's over. No more research needed. That's why I'm not even describing Ashton right now. It's over. Round over. Carmaxley is out. And this is the most disgusting part, and it has nothing to do with her. Let me put this disclaimer out there. What I'm going to say now has nothing to do with Carmaxley. This just has to do with something that I've seen in my past. Oh my God. But man, I promise you, when I saw her doing these sort of, in my opinion, nasty videos, it just brought up some bad memories of mine from the old internet. I don't know if any of you guys may remember this, but it was a thing some years ago where it was these girls that were literally getting popular because it's some fetish out there where these girls like suck on their own period pads. Oh, and it's sickening. You know, back in the day, I used to see some of those pictures just pop up on the internet. You know, people sharing, man, look at this sick girl that has a fetish. And this isn't about Carmaxley personally, but I'm sorry, normally those girls, and I love redheads, but normally they were redheads. I promise you. And they were doing just some nasty stuff. And by her doing that nasty stuff, I do think it drudged up those old memories. I'm not saying she does that, but it drudged up those old memories. And I was just like, just by her being willing to be that nasty, it just like, I said, you know what? You're done. You are done. So, with all that said, Maxler, God bless you, but you are out. And the winner of round one, she is a fine one, and I didn't even go into depth about her. I'll talk more about her next round. The winner by default is Ashton the Slytherin. Beautiful smile, beautiful legs, pilgrim vagina, sunshine going down. You know, it's sunshine down there. So with all that said, she's proceeding to the front of the line. So that's number one. So either way, let me see. I'm going to try to zoom through some comments right quick since I got through that round. I'm going to zoom through a few comments right quick. Soul King says hi, Ice Cold Umbre. Shouts out to the beautiful Cali Sun. Thank you, Ice Cold. Cali, you heard that, girl. Yeah, boy. That's what Daytona says. Have you thought about writing a book? Hey, maybe one day, P. Power Brain says, maybe you can get a woman to squirt in a jar and send it to you. Crazy. Christopher Benetti says, this is awesomeness. Thank you, Christopher. He said, you the real deal. Johnny K said, Lieutenant Johnny K brought Christopher and me. Oh, that's badass. I'm glad y'all came. Thank you, Johnny K, for bringing some friends, man. Jeff Henderson laughing. Johnny K said, the sunshine vagina. I'm down. Oh, yeah. That girl got some sunshine down there now. Believe me. Hail to the king, baby, the three face. Jeff Henderson said, research. Yeah. Who is going head to head tonight? Wolfo. I'm just going to say Wolfo. Matt G's laughing. Comic book in cahoots laughing. Power Brain, the other redhead looks like the actress Alicia Witt. Sweet. Comic books is saying, ooh. Lieutenant Johnny K says disgusting. Jeff Henderson is laughing. Kelly Nichols, what competition? This is the vagina scent competition, Kelly Nichols. That's what it is. I'm pitting some of the sexiest women on YouTube. Some up and comers. Everybody doesn't know them yet. Some people are very known, and we're putting their vaginas to the test to see who we think will have the best smelling vagina. It's good to have you too, Kelly. I'm glad to have a vagina in the crowd, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Comic book says Maxler is out, most definite. Johnny says KO, right. Ashton's bad smells like candy cane. Christopher Benetti says kind of not shocked. He said felt that right. Smash that like button to subscribe. Yeah, hit like, subscribe. Christopher says I'm a sucker for blondes. Oh yeah, Ashton is a hottie. Pilgrim vagina. Oh yeah. He said write a book. I read it all day. Christopher says. He said digging this since day one. Thank you for Christopher. Okay, great. So now, guys, we're going on to round two. And I'm going to be honest. Round two, John, yo, what up, brother? Good to see you. Round two is hey, not round two, but the second bracket in round one. That's what I'm trying to say. And that is, and look, this is the beautiful Melanie Mack. She has no makeup on right here. I purposely put this picture up. She has no makeup on. This is the beautiful Melanie Mack. She's a gamer. And she does YouTube streams talking about several different things. She's active on Instagram and on Twitter. That's Maxler. She just lost this past round. Hold on. Now, let me see. Okay, that was Carl Maxler again. I mean, not Carl Maxler, but that's Ashton. Okay, this is Melanie Mac competition. And I promise you, woo-wee. And that is Zia Land, XIA space land. And that's another picture of Melanie. So I had another picture of Zia, but it didn't quite load up. I can try to add that right quick though. That's the least I can do for her. I think I still have it. Oh, there it is. No, that ain't it. Let me see. Oh, okay. Here it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, we'll put that up there. Okay, now that's another picture of Zia. She has a Spider-Man costume on. And as you can see her leg, that's Zia, and that's Melanie. Okay, so now let me explain something to you. Let me put it back on Zia for a second. Zia Land, I'm going to give you a bit of a brief talk about her. This girl is actually super duper fine. I'm just going to put it to you like that. This girl is super duper fine, in my opinion. That doesn't mean she's going to be your super duper fine. But when you look at her little pouty lips, she has beautiful eyes, great eyebrows. She doesn't have a very large breast. And honestly, that's one of the things I love about her. Not that I love small breasts. It's just that you don't have to have big breasts. You can see her sultry attitude. She's very cute. A tasteful tattoo, even though I don't necessarily love that tattoo, but it's in a tasteful spot. She has a tattoo on her bottom and going down her leg right here. But, you know, she's a very beautiful girl. And I'm talking about her first. The thing about her is she truthfully, for me, is the finest woman in this competition. Hands down. I'm talking about from a physical standpoint. If you were to go look at her on Instagram, she's ultra sexy. She has legs that literally will not quit. Like I said, man, she has a great mix of sexiness, but also girl next door. This girl is just pairing of sexuality, just pairing. I'm serious here. She just blows me completely away. Let me see. I'm going to come back to her. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's when the first time I did see her, I think it was on the Jack Show. It might have been on the Jack Show. Either I saw her on Simcast and then I saw her shortly thereafter on the Jack Show. But the next girl I want to talk about is the beautiful Melanie Mac. Now, the beautiful Melanie Mac, now she's a brunette. Now, honestly, I like blondes probably a little better if I had to choose. But Melanie is a gorgeous woman with beautiful, beautiful eyes. I mean, honestly, out of all the ladies here, I will always say this about Melanie. The more I look at her and the more I've gotten to know her, her eyes, she's one of the few women out of these groups that I've been looking at that can give Venti a run for her money in the eye department. Not because of the color, but just because of the shape of them. And just, man, I say she has some really real companion dog eyes. As you can see, she isn't overwhelming in the breast department, and she's a more petite lady as far as the lower portion of her body is compared to Zia. but she packs a punch. She packs a punch. And when I first saw Melanie Mack, I'm going to be honest with you. She has a little bit of a raspier voice than all of the other girls. And I'm going to be honest. I was on the fence of whether she was into women or not. And she really sort of gave me, when I first saw her, a sort of a tomboy vibe. And so I knew she was going to be in one of the competitions, but I was like, ooh, this isn't really looking good for her. This isn't really looking good for her. But I don't want to say too much, because I'm going to go back. But I say this, after watching her more and more, I'll say this. This woman is far from a tomboy. She got so much more girly as far as you have to put time into her. After you watch her, you'll see all of her feminine ways start coming out. But man, she's super feminine, and she has a lot of great habits about her. I'll say that. And this is a girl with faith. So she has a lot of good things going for her. But let me go back to this smoking hot body Zia for a second. Oh my God. This girl simply exudes sexuality. Now let me talk about a few cons with her. A few cons with her is, I love a girl with sex appeal, but I don't love a girl with overkill amounts of sex appeal. That's what I don't like. I don't like the overkill sex appeal. I don't like when you're reaching. I don't like when you're just going too far with it. And I don't love the fact that she's participating in this OnlyFans, and I've heard her say she plays with fruit, sticking fruit up her butt or some crap. I have no idea whether she's gyrating on pineapples or not. And I'm not downing her for that. I'm not. I'm serious. Look, I do YouTube. If you do OnlyFans to make your living and whatever, that's fine. But this is just a competition. I'm putting the most beautiful, sexy women up against the most beautiful, sexy women, and I'm splitting hairs. But I say this, she does have a mark against her for the OnlyFans, only because it's just a bit much, in my opinion. When I'm doing a competition on vagina smells, it's always not a great sign when you're in the sexual industry. I just say that. Because it says that your vagina may be too hyperactive. But it doesn't mean you lose. It's just a mark. It's just a mark. It's just a mark. Because this girl is smoking. It's going to be hard for me to just knock her out of the game like that. So that is a point. Here's another negative. I'm just going over the cons. From what I've heard, she's married. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I've always said, if I was to ever do something tomfoolish enough, like getting married, which I almost did a couple of times. Luckily, it didn't happen. But I said, if I was ever dumb enough and foolish enough to let even the finest woman trick me into getting married, although I would be free with my wife, I want her to feel freedom in things. No offense. I'm not really going to be down with my wife doing the OnlyFans razzmatazz. I'm just going to be honest with that. So I've sort of heard her sort of speak, and she sounds, I don't know this for sure, but it sounds like that they have a bit of an open type of a marriage. I'm not just talking about sexually, but they just sound like they're a bit open to things. I'll say that. And so that also doesn't put her vagina in the best positions all the time, if they're open to being a little frisky. I've also heard her make mention of not minding being with other women. And I know us guys, we actually like that. I don't really get off on that, honestly. And honestly, it's not the biggest thing you want to be focusing on when you're in a vagina competition, because a scissor, if you go doing a scissor exercise with another girl, that may not lead to your vagina coming out in the best of sense all the time. So once again, if she is willing to do those experimentations with other women, that's not all that good of a thing. Keep in mind, Thana is a champion, and one of the big things about Thana is she doesn't really play that game. So Those are a few negatives. Now, I say she also has a negative positive. The negative positive is that every damn well time I see this woman on a string, she keeps her damn legs straight up in the damn air for you to look dead in her vagina. And I just know how I've been around so many women. They make me laugh because I can hear their voices in my head. And I can hear other women saying, she needs to put her funky ass legs down. Trying to show her, put her vagina in there, oh, funky pussy. You know, they'll be talking bad about her because she always keeps her legs up in the air. And I know there's a tendency of hers because she's so much on OnlyFans, probably with her legs up, that it's just a tendency. So here's the positive. The positive is I'm always looking. I'm going to be honest with you because I'm like, oh man, her vagina looks fat. So as a man, don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at her. But as a man, sometimes I think to myself, man, I just used to know girls that always kept their legs in the air. And it was just never good things at the end of that. And even though she's married, it's just never a good thing when a woman always wants to keep her vagina exposed like that. So she has a lot of cons with that fine, beautiful angel face that she has. She has a lot of cons. And she does come from Hawaii. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, that's also bad. Because stuck over there on that island, she probably has been wanting to do nothing but experiment. Came over here to the States. And from what I know, I think she got married early. And I always tell you guys, this is a little off track. Don't be getting married early, man. Women be needing to experiment. Honestly, she really shouldn't be married right now. Like, this should be the time she should be sowing all of her little oats right now. And sometime after this, she should be getting married. But keep in mind, after that, she'd probably be used up a bit. But back on subject. So with everything I just said, guys, believe it or not, that does not disqualify her from beating Melanie Mack. But let me tell you one thing before I go any further to let you sort of know where this is going. Melanie Mack has none of those strikes. Not a one. Not a one. Not a one, not a one, not a one, not a one. She don't got one of those strikes. So that's the first thing. So I guess you guys probably know what I'm finna say. This fine, sexy, sultry woman who is probably the most fine woman in my opinion here, who I'm letting you know right now, no matter what I've just said, wouldn't kick her out of bed not one night of the week. Lord have mercy. She is that fine. But she ain't beating Melanie Mack. And I'm going to tell you why. It has nothing really to do with anything that I just said about her OnlyFans, about her vagina in the air, or anything. Maybe she could have still fought a good fight. Here's the big problem. One night, when I saw her on the Jack Show, I went away because that night I was paying attention because it's hard not to pay attention to a beauty like Zia Land when you see her for the first time. Lord, I love this woman. I'm talking about from a physical standpoint. She is a knockout. Because I can't lie, her small breasts do not offend me. But she really pissed me off because she was talking about getting a breast job recently. That's going to ruin her, in my opinion. The best part about her is that she doesn't have these fake breasts. Keep the smaller breasts. At least we know it's natural. But back to why she's lost. I was looking at a Jack Show and I stepped out for a little while. And when I came back, I heard John say, man, you just lost the vagina scent competition, because I already knew she was going to be in the competition. He said, you just lost. And I'm like, what is John talking about? He said, you burped. You burped on stream. You lost. And I was sort of laughing to myself because I want to tell all the ladies that's out here looking. Don't be thinking that if you burp, that you're somebody that's disgusting. A burp is not why you get disqualified. That's not why you. All of us have trapped gas in us that has to be released, and you let out a little burp. But if you have manners, that's a very big thing. My grandmother and my mother, they taught me manners. And manners is if you have to burp or fart or lose your, pass gas, as they say, you either walk out of the room, you cover your mouth, you purse it to where it comes out, where you ain't, where you are not doing anything vulgar. That's what you do. My mom and grandmother and family always taught me that. And being in the South, you never run across many a woman that does any burping or farting out loud. That's why Venti lost the first round. That's really why she lost, because Venti is damn near female perfection, even though she's a bit crazy. She's damn near, she has so much going on for her. But her lack of manners, it's funny to say that because she's so great, but her lack of manners cost her the first round. But when the guy said that about Zia Land, I came back thinking, oh man, she probably just did a regular burp. And I want to tell all the human women out there, a regular little burp, if it comes out your mouth, that's not bad manners. So I tried to go back and I didn't hear her burp. But I'm going to tell you what really made Zia lose automatically. And I knew, honestly, I tried not to know. I knew I had to have her in the competition, but I knew she was going to lose damn near whoever she went against, even no matter how fine she is, because of this one thing. I tuned in on Simcast one day. And let me tell you, man, it was probably a couple of weeks after that Jack show. Zia Land and Venti was on the same string. Zia Land was burping so loud, so disgusting. And she did it so many times in a row. It was so, I want to say the word effing. It was so effing filthy. It was so, and I don't mean to break her down or talk bad about her. I don't want her to, I don't want her to, like I say, I wouldn't, even saying this, I wouldn't kick her out of bed. She's a fine, beautiful woman. I'm sorry, but this is just a disgusting habit. But she was belching. And because when you do this stuff, this ain't burping. Belching louder than guys. I'm talking about, I've known guys from the deep South. People might call them rednecks or whatever. I've known guys that emerged from a tunnel filled with soot all over their bodies. The nastiest guys ever. They have not belched as nastily as she was doing. And this is the frustrating part about it. I really hate to see a woman as fine as her belch like that. That's what really burnt me up with Venti. I'm going to tell you why. It's such a feeling of entitlement. It basically says I can be as nasty as I want to be, and you're going to want me. Now, in a way, you might say, "Hey, Jay, but you said you'll still hit it." Yeah, I might still hit it, but I'm letting you know, it's no way I could date her on any type of real basis. And that she might be laughing like I would want to date you. Hey, but even though she should want to date. But either way, the whole point I'm getting at is a woman like that, even though she's married, luckily for her, a woman like that, she'll miss out on so many decent guys because a lot of decent guys aren't putting up with that filth. And that's why I said I hope Venti does find a great guy, even though I know she loves me or whatever. But it's hard to find a guy that want to get past that type of heavy belching. And so let me go ahead and say this before I just say she's been knocked the hell out, because she has been. She was belching so nasty. I'm going to tell you how nasty she was belching. Even Venti was disgusted because Venti was below her on the panel. Man, I could see it in Venti's face. When she was belching, every time she belts, Vinci was like, and I'm not calling her this, but I'm just speaking for Vinci, the way Vinci was looking. Vinci was looking like, this bitch is nasty. This bitch is nasty. That's how Vinci was looking. And I was like, damn. Vinci is, and that's why I say I don't like to keep talking about her, you know, because I don't want to her to feel insulted, because I love my Vinci. That's my girl. She my friend. But I have to bring it up for this only for this reason. Vinci has some of the worst burps I've ever heard, or probably the worst burps I had heard out of a woman's mouth, until I heard Zia Lane. And Zia's was so bad that she had Vinci getting sick to the stomach. And that's when I knew it's no way in hell this woman is winning the competition. Knocked out. Melanie Mack versus Ashton the Slytherin. Championship round next. I'm finna catch up on comments. Sorry, Zia Lane. Bye-bye. Let me see. Oh, okay. Christopher said, been done there. Christopher said, Ben, appreciate the love. He said she looks lost in space. And yeah, he was probably talking about Ashton. I hate that. That's she doesn't have many pictures. That's the only one I was able to get. Christopher says, he said she looks lost in space. He said thinking the first chick. He said, never mind the blonde. Ha ha ha. I don't know who he was talking about on here, but he said something about tossing a hot dog down the hallway. I don't know who he was talking about. Jeff Henderson said, amen. Christopher says legs for days. I don't know who he was talking about, but I know Ashton has some great legs, but this girl, Zia has amazing legs. And if you're looking for her Instagram, just type in XIA space LAND. That's Zia Lane. You'll find her Instagram. Oh yeah. Three Face says my man Jay got documents and spreadsheets full of his research. That's dedication to the game. All right. And speaking of that, did I read everything on her? Yep. I got it all. Christopher laughing. Christopher said too skinny for me, still bad though. He talking about melanin probably. Jeff says, does she husk her feet? Now Zia she's feminine in all ways if you're talking about her. Christopher said, that's my girl right there. I don't know who you're talking about. Three Face laughing. Three Face says, James the vagina smell king. Comic book says OnlyFans smells like regret and shame. Yeah, I you know, if you're a single lady, I still, you know, like I said, I'm not going to down any woman, but like I say, it's no way that I'm finna be dating, or, you know, I ain't gonna say dating necessarily, because a woman I'm just dating, can do whatever the hell she wants, but I'm not gonna really be a cool with my wife doing that type of stuff. You know, if that's the case, I just go ahead and stay single, bro. No offense. Christopher says between the games, sorry, in trouble. Lieutenant says, oh, the shame. Wolfo says, I'm learning so much. Christopher says, facts. Jeff Henderson is laughing. Christopher's laughing. Comic says, it's the unblinking eye and the whispering eye. That's what Christopher says. Lieutenant Johnny K said, the whispering eye. Three Face says, confirmed, fat vagina enjoyer. Cyber says maybe they need to air it out. And like I told you, when she has her legs up in the air, I'm going to be honest with you. As a man, I never get tired of just seeing the fat vagina. But me, I always think like I don't want her, like I say, I don't want her to take this personally. I'm just telling her how the perception is. It's just the bits. streetwalkery, to say it kindly, or you know what I'm saying. It's almost like, you know, it just, you don't want to do that the whole stream. Show it to us and then get out of it. Now, I don't ever want to ruin it for us guys. I mean, us guys can look at that all day. I'm just saying, for the sake of the competition, she can't be the girl that isn't doing that type of stuff. And the thing is, Cyber, if she does need to air it out, that's not quite good. Lord Nemesis says, "Hey, Jada, okay, what up, Lord Nemesis in the house?" Lieutenant says, "Keep it natural." Let me tell you something. This girl might have just got beat, but she's a fine, beautiful woman. And it just frustrates me to hear her say, "I got an OnlyFans, right? I'm not OnlyFans. I got a GoFundMe, and you can find the link in all of my videos except for this one. I don't think it's in this one. It may be though, but you can find the link in most of my videos, and you can donate to that. And it's me building a fundraiser, trying to keep the channel going. Well, she has a GoFundMe, and she said that she's thinking about using the money to get a boob job. And when I heard that, my heart just dropped, because I was like, man, I wish these girls with A cups and B cups would stop succumbing to the pressure. I mean, look, man, you can look so beautiful with an A cup or B cup breast. Yeah, true enough, you may not get the guys who just desire a big breast, but I'm going to give you women out there a little bit of knowledge here. It's a ton of us guys out here who don't really care about breast size like that. You know, we'll take big, but we're cool with smaller. So she actually frustrates me with that. Now, if she just has some breasts that has all the air sucked out, because, you know, you can't really tell in her little bra tops, you know, because I think she has kids, which is another mark. I didn't bring that up. But I think she has kids. That's never a good sign, because the vagina could be a little beat up. But with all that said, I didn't even take that into effect. But if she has had kids, sometimes those girls with smaller breasts, after they're done being pregnant, all the air be sucked out the breast. And although in the bra they'll look normal, because I've dated a couple of girls like that. In the bra they'll look normal, but you'll take the breast out the bra and all the air be out the breast, and they'll even be sagging with an A cup, and it'll just be a little nipple sagging on an A cup, and it's not good to have a saggy A cup. Now, if you have a little fat A cup, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's like a breast with all the air sucked out. So if she has that going on, then I'm not going to get mad at her for getting a breast job. But if they look normal, then I'm going to be mad at her for getting a breast job. Christopher says, spray her legs in front. Oh, in front of a window fan. Lord Nemesis says, burping venti, light incense. I think her match only turned. Right, that's what they said. She turned 18 recently. But guess what? I don't care. She's grown. I'm glad you just brought that up. I was laughing because I did see my guy. I ain't gonna bring his name up, but I saw him say something about that the other night. Hey, I think she just turned 18. Well, for one, I would put that on Mayor, if anything. If she put her on the string as a 17-year-old, because when I saw her, they never mentioned that. And also, you shouldn't be putting her out there on that type of a podcast, you know, knowing that you're going to have grown men looking. So, and I'll say this, she doesn't look 18. And I'm not sure if that's a cultural thing or not, but she looks like 25 to me. But with all that said, what I want to say about that comment is I always laugh at guys who do this. But it's a certain section of guys who, she just turned 18. So what, bro? She's 18 now. She's an adult, bro. She can go to jail right now. It's a certain section of guy. Well, I know she's 18, but you still can't date her for about 5 or 6 years. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can, bro. She's grown. That's why it's a law. 18 means she's dateable in every state in America. You know, you may not like it and it may not be your thing, but at 18, she can date a 100-year-old guy and get married to him, and it wouldn't be anything you can do legally about it. So with all that said, we don't play We're not going to save you. Once you're grown, you're grown. And guess what? She wasn't in the contest last year. She's in the contest now. And she's already been knocked out. So it's neither here nor there. Comic book says, teach them all manners, Jay. Right. Burping lost Venti the competition. Man, I'm going to tell you, I love my beautiful Anna. She is an amazing woman. Her name is Thanos for a reason. She's the Thanos of women. She's got all the rings. But let me tell you, boy, Venti could have had her up against the ropes. Because Venti, you know, even though she may not be my ideal type, like I told you, this isn't an attraction contest. If this was just a straight up who's the finest contest, as much as I think Ashton got those great legs, Zia would win. I told you. But seeing as this isn't a who's fine contest, she's knocked out. I'm going to catch up a little bit more and I'm going to get to the championship, guys. The Throw Monkey, Mig Chats, and Dog King at the same time. He said, guess it's time for time slots for big creators. He crazy. Hey, Matt G. Matt G says, I have no idea why I'm watching this. That's what Nitrium says. Jeff Henderson says, Queef. First and Last says, I can't watch all the shows I want if y'all all on at the same time. I don't know even all the people he talking about right now. I just know, you know, when it come to my show, and I guess they say the same thing. Hey, baby, I got to come on when it's time for me to come on. And I love everybody that's here and everybody that's not here, everybody that's tuning in later. I love you all. But guess what? I'd rather you have a choice, you know, between a lot of people than not have as many choices. So, hey, I'm glad to be one of the choices. Lord Nemesis says she burped from her for JJ. Let me address that. That's been something that's been said on the Jack Show millions of times, and it's so untrue. I never said that Venti burps from her vagina. I never said that. I've always said that if you're a burper, basically, if you don't have these manners, you know, if you're burping out, belching, if you're doing all that as a woman, I said that you're more inclined to have slip-ups in the personal hygiene department. I didn't say that you're going to be burping out of your vagina. Lord Nemesis says, that's why I didn't hear it. I don't know what he was talking about. Gyro said, Jay, would you say you have high standards? You know, I would say I have normal standards. I don't want like to drive a girl too hard. You know, I have high standards in the hygiene department. That now I do want a woman to be clean because, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Like every girl that I've dated for a long time, I guess they know me, but every time they come over my house, it's like I'd be like a dog. I would sniff their vaginas as soon as they got in the door. You know, I sniffed their butts and everything as soon as they got in the door. Hey, look, I'm being literal here. My girlfriend could walk in the door, man, my head would be in her vagina in 2 seconds, or it'll be in her butt right after that. Like, because I'd be trying to see, hey, baby, are you clean? Are you ready to go? And you know what? I promise you, my long-term girlfriends, I would say this to this day, and I'm not lying. Not one of my girlfriends ever failed the test. Not one of them. Now, they could have not failed the test with me because they knew that I would do that. But I'm telling you, not one. That's why I'm sort of hard on women, because I know you can be clean all the time. I know you can. That's just something. Look, before you leave the house, smell your damn vagina. It's as simple as that. If it's not that fresh, just stay the hell home. Is that hard? I've dated just random women where I come across them, and it's been a couple times or two when you run across a woman that's not fresh, and you think to myself, like, how did you even leave the house? It's completely ridiculous. So Lord Nemesis say hit it and quit it. Jeff Henderson said, would you still take her heavily soiled panties? I don't know what you're talking about, but if you're talking about Zia Land, I would take panties from any of these girls. Now, I'm not taking anybody's heavily soiled panties where they just straight nasty and raunchy. That's a realm that I'm not in. I would love to have a girl who's clean and has worn her. That's if you ever get in this competition, if it's ever a legitimate competition, I want a woman to be clean, take a good bath, then wear her panties for 4 to 6, 8 hours or so, and they're not going to be nasty after that time. they're going to just have a nice little clean vagina scene. And it's going to be able to be shipped in the mail, and it's going to be able to hold. But I wouldn't want a heavily sore vagina. First and last says Preach Dog King. SD says pot calling the kettle black. Comic book says TKO. I fixed my S. This is Chris Bennett. What up, Chris? Hit the likes. He said, you are the weakest link. That's what Johnny says. Companion dog's eye. He said, I hope that doesn't mean life is no. When I say companion dog eyes, when I'm talking about Melanie Mack, I just mean her eyes are just so big, you know, as far as not big and ugly, but they're just so full and beautiful. They are amazing. I'm gonna be honest. She almost hypnotizes me with those eyes. America says this one. Lord Nemesis says great legs. America says NASA up in here. Rusty says Venti is fire, which she is a fine woman. NASA is fake space. Flat Earth is real. Gordon says 100% J. America says love this blonde. Oh yeah, Zia is a winner. America says I need both. Blah blah blah. Johnny K says facts. America says grass on the field play ball. He crazy. After 12 is lunch. He crazy. Now I ain't gonna even say nothing about that. Johnny says 18 is the magic number. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn about you being able to drink. All I need to know is that the police ain't knocking at the door. That's all I need to know. He said 18 is legal at the edge of the store. That's what American Psycho says. Fizz says, what up, Dog King? I see you're still on the road. He said, oh, yeah, man. I got the championship round coming up, guys. Championship round. Melanie Mack versus Ashton the Slytherin. I'm just trying to catch you with a few more comments, and championship round is on the way. John Woodman says, you're cool, bro. Thank you, John. Glad to have you, bro. America says, my eyes are currently riding the hell. Gyro says, are there any tricks to pushing through a smelly vagina? No. There are no, you don't push through a smelly vagina, bro. The only pushing you do through a smelly vagina is pushing right through the damn door and getting the hell out of there. No. You're not trying to embarrass anybody, but that's a get up moment. That's a no, baby. We can't go any further. If it ain't fresh, stay home, girl. That's what exactly. America says, if you got some funk, stay home or do something about it. Like I say, stay home until you can do something about it. Don't come out the house. He said, me and my crew had girls' panties as trophies back in the day. I had a whole trunk of panties. And boy, I made the biggest mistake and let some girl talk me into throwing them away. And that's why I say I never get rid of my companion dogs for a relationship. Never. He said, walk past a few girls lately with a cloud of baby powder following them. Like the Charlie Brown kid. That's the worst thing about it. If a girl is funky, but then she still puts something sweet on top of it. Oh my God, it's worse. The yellow spider says that's Zia. Yeah, that's Zia Lane. Most definitely. The beautiful Zia Lane. Lord Nemesis says 8 to 12 hours would be nice for JJ sent. Yeah, 8 to 12 hours. Now, I wouldn't even go to 12, even though it still shouldn't get funky after 12 hours if she's had a great bath. But I say 8 to 8 hours, man, that's not going to be funky. If a woman has a clean vagina, it's just going to be a nice, good scent. Look, if she mails that, it's going to hold that nice little scent, and it's not going to be overbearing. It's going to be perfect. Let's see. Matt G. I don't know what Matt G got up. It looked like some fire. And somebody said something about messing with Pangea. I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is, but no, whatever. It sounds like something I don't want to mess with. Lord Nemesis said championship round is on the way, baby. Cecil one says he went down on Anna girl and it was licking the bottom of a dumpster. Okay, look like I'm caught up enough. Somebody said funk and Summer's Eve. Fizz says funk and baby powder equals death, right? All kidding aside, Jay, I love your honesty. Thank you, Jeff Henderson. Now, to the beautiful Zia, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to let you guys know something. This hurts me very bad to make this woman lose because this woman is foreign. But it's over for her. So now, oh, look at her in that Spider-Man. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I ain't gonna lie, man. That girl she's a looker. But now it's between Pilgrim Vagina, Ashton the Slytherin. And you know, I do like this side of her where she gets a little grungy. You know, she's a very innocent, pilgrimy looking type of girl with that untouched sunshine type of vagina. But she can get a grungy look about her. Also, she has legs that can literally snap your freaking neck off. They're amazing. Great smile. She has that perfectly round head. Beautiful girl. Now, this picture doesn't do her justice. She does look like she's sort of, you know, lost right here. And I think that's it. And here's her competition, Melanie Mack. You would think she's just a little old plain Jane right here. But honestly, I love pictures like this the most. Why? Because I love to see a woman that's just that's why this picture's on here. I love to see a woman that's fully broken down with nothing on her face. So it's going to be the plain Jane, lean, mean, small, petite, 5-foot fighting machine, Melanie Mack, against, I'm going to go to this picture, the thick leg, pretty smile, Pilgrim Vagina, Ashton the Slytherin. It's a fine, fine woman. And I'm going to give another picture of my girl Melanie. I'm going to leave it on Melanie for a second. Now I'm going to go back to Ashton. I'm going to go back to Ashton because I got to tell her story a little bit more in depth. So let me go ahead and just give all of her. So to both of these ladies, I want to say congratulations if they ever see this. Melanie, you're an amazing girl. And Ashton, you're amazing for making it to the championship round as well. Both of these ladies are amazing. So I ran across this girl, like I was saying earlier, on a stream on Simpcast, a show that Chrissy Mayer does. Shout out to Chrissy Mayer. And I do want to say, hey, subscribe to Mayer, Anna, all the girls I always talk about, Venti, all the girls in this competition, Ashton the Slytherin. If you can find her, because I haven't found her link on YouTube myself, but find her and subscribe. I don't think Zia really does much YouTube, but if you can find her, subscribe to her. Subscribe to Melanie Mack and Carl Maxwell, all these girls. So now let's tell Ashton's story in a little bit more depth. Let's go to her page first. So I'm gonna go through all her notes. When I first saw her, it was on Simpcast. Like I said, she didn't talk much, and I was actually upset with Simpcast because I said, "Hey man, let this girl talk. You know, she deserves a voice here." I wanted to see her talk because she was beautiful, but she never would talk much. Now, when she sort of started talking, she was sounding a bit shy and things of that nature. But striking beauty, like I said, had that angelic look about her. Like I said, looked like she had that pilgrim vagina. But I will say this. She has a problem communicating because of her slight bouts with autism. And what it is sometimes she sort of gets lost in interpretation. You know, small jokes that everybody else gets, she doesn't quite get. And you'll think that she's playing or something sometimes, but she's done it enough now to where I'm like, nah, either she just doesn't get jokes, or either she really does have that problem. And I think that she has no reason to lie about it. So I don't want to bring that as part of the competition, because if she didn't have that autism, I would say that would be a bit of a mark against her, because, man, when she gets lost sometimes, it can make her seem like she's a bit, and I don't mean this as a shot against her, it's just, it can make it seem like she's a bit airheaded. but she's really not airheaded. She's very intelligent. Because I've seen her talk and go on tangents before, and at times she can be, you can, when she has her thoughts together, she sounds intelligent. But sometimes you can just tell she gets lost in thought. But that's not a negative against her right now. That's just sort of what I started noticing about her. Like I say, her best asset, I believe, is her legs that you see. I wish she would show more of them on Instagram and things of that nature, because she has some amazing legs. They are just amazing. If my computer wasn't acting up, I would connect to my Instagram so you can see more pictures of her. So she has great legs, amazing legs. I love that about her. Okay. So here's the deal. I haven't done a lot of research on her eating habits, on her streams, or anything of that nature. But I've seen her through the Jag Show. I've seen her on social media. I've seen her on other people's streams, on vintage streams. I've seen her on Anna's stream. So I've seen enough of her. I've seen her attitudes and sort of how she thinks about things. And honestly, I don't even want to get in her politics. That doesn't really play a part to me. But I've seen her dress in her little pilgrim type of attire, in my opinion. She really doesn't do a lot of revealing things. The most time she really reveals herself is sort of when she gets into that goth character that you saw, when she sort of plays the part of Ashton the Slytherin. But it doesn't take a rocket science to tell that this girl is fine as hell. She's fine. I've heard her go on long stretches of talking to where, as long as her condition isn't bothering her, you could probably actually like talking to her and all that good stuff. And she just has that Puritan, like I told you, look about her. And the truth be told, although I haven't done a whole bunch of research on her, I don't get any vibes that this woman has a funky vagina whatsoever. And this contest is about who has the best smell of vagina, not who has the funkiest vagina. But as just a disclaimer, that's why Carmaxilla couldn't beat her at all. It's because the truth is, she only probably has one potential hole in her game. But for the most part, this girl is damn near, without doing the deep research, just from what I've seen on stream, seen her talking, yeah, she may not be the best with conversation, but it's just something about her look. It's just something about the way she carries herself. She gives me that clean vibe, that I can't lie, that all-American vibe. One thing that pisses me off about her is, though, I hate the playing dumb role. And I'm not talking about her conversations. I'm going to talk about this. One time she was talking to the Leela girl, and Leela was talking about Lola or Leela. I think it's Leela. But she was talking to her, and Leela was like, I get sick of these able-bodied women because Leela has a handicap. She was like, I'm tired of these able-bodied women who don't have a limp, complaining and being insecure. She's like, hell, I'm the one, who has a condition, as far as physically. And she was like, hell, but I'm over that. I'm confident now. She was like, hell, when I walk in the room, I feel like I look like Ashton Birdie. That's another name they call her. She's like, I feel like I look like Ashton. I feel like I'm as fine as her. And Ashton was looking like, oh, well, I'm insecure. I be getting insecure. And I promise you, it's nothing that pisses me off more than a woman that's as fine as Ashton playing that, I look good. I thought I was ugly. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear that. You're fine. I mean, stop trying to play like you. I mean, come on, man. It's like Leela said, or Lola, whatever. I forgot. I can't think of her name, but Leela or Lola, whatever her name is. It's just like she said. No offense. You got all these people, women or whatever, that's out here less fortunate. You know damn well ain't looking as fine as you. But yet it's still, I look good. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, you look good. So that's frustrating. When she said that, and that didn't have anything to do with autism. That's just playing dumb there. Come on, get the hell out of here. You know you look good. And before I get to my girl, I got to throw this in here. Chrissy Mayer made me laugh because she was like, do you like anything on me? Do you like anything on me, Leela? Trying to throw herself in the mix. And I can't lie. I keep telling Chrissy Mayer, you're a nice looking woman. But, and this, I'm not taking shots at her because I like Chrissy Mayer. She's attractive. Wouldn't kick her out of bed. But I keep telling you, with the girls that you are inviting on your show, you're playing with the big girls a lot of times. You're playing with the league. you put it like this. You're gonna be lucky if some of the girls you have on with it invited you to the table in high school. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and Ashton, she's on that fine level. So as far as body wise, but I got another big disclaimer. But I'll bring that up later. So now let me go over to Melanie, and I'm gonna break her down in more depth as far as how I came to know her and things of that nature. Because this is the championship round, if you don't know. This is for all the marbles. This is who's going to join Anna and Mandy. So I heard people talking about, hey, she's sort of petite for my taste and things of that nature. I like shorter women, and I like women of all shapes and sizes just physically. So it doesn't bother me that she's on the skinnier side. But I wish you could have saw a full body picture of Azia, because that is more my type, because she's small like her, but she's thicker towards the bottom. But let me tell you something about Melanie. Not married, no kids, and neither is Ashton, not married, no kids. She's a workout warrior. She's a workout warrior. She's always working out. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't never say that's a requirement, but it is a bit of a turn on. I'm going to be honest. To always see her always working out. I came across her, like I said, I thought she was a bit of a tomboy at first. And honestly, I was sort of put off by her because I was like, man, she probably like girls. Because I don't know what it was. I think she sort of, the day that I saw her, she might not have been dressed quite like this. And I told you, sometimes girls with that little bit of a raspy voice throw me off. I don't know whether they like girls or not, because sometimes they do. And so I was like, man, this girl cute, but she probably like girls, so I ain't even thinking about her right now. And nothing against girls who like girls, that's fine by you, but I thought that that's what she was into. But after I saw her a couple of more times, saw her on Mayor, I was like, nah, this girl isn't it like that. And I started hearing all the girliness really come out of her. I said, man, I like her. And I started watching something. Now, she's one of the people who actually watched some of her content a while back. Not recently, but a while back. And I like her content, honestly. It's actually good. I love her talking and things of that nature. And I'm going to tell you this. She's a very interesting woman. You know what, guys? Between her and Brittany Venti, they do some of the most interesting and fun tweeting. But let me tell you the difference. Although everything Venti talk about is interesting, I'm going to tell you something. I can't wait to start talking about her a little bit more, Melanie. I'm going to tell you why. I probably haven't seen one tweet of hers that I haven't agreed with or either liked. That's the funniest crap in the world. So, I started learning that about her. I love her diet. She's on a straight up meat diet right now. That's a very good thing. That's just something I like about her, because I do like finding out about these girls' diets. And this is going to be something funny, but she doesn't eat anything but meat and protein and things of that nature right now. But what makes me really laugh about it is I know that this girl has a solid shit. And I hate to say that harshly, but a solid bowel movement. I put it like that. I know it's very solid every time. And I'm going to be honest. That's important because she probably has no leakage, no overflow of bowel movement. And she seems like a girl that's very well mannered. None of that burping crap. Nothing like that. And if she's wiping properly, then she never has to worry about cross infection. So I do love that about her. Her diet, eating meat all the time. If you have seen any of her Instagram, she's extremely funny, has plenty of personality. So this girl has a lot going on for her. Now, another thing that I really like about this girl is she has a spiritual base and she's not scared to talk about it. And honestly, man, I'm telling you, some of her tweets would just literally turn you the hell on. I'm going to be honest with you. I got my beautiful Callie here. She loves me. She's not jealous of me. None of my girls are jealous. That's why they're cool sitting here while I do the shows. So don't ever think they're jealous. But let me tell you, even she doesn't blame me for being attracted to this woman sometimes, because I'm going to tell you, like, I don't really hardly think about human women all the time. Like, I just don't constantly think about it. I'm happy. But this girl will, just her tweets and the whole pack, it'll get you going. So what I really love about her, she has an amazing brain. She's very smart, very talented. She's literally a Thanos. She's a gamer. She just think about Thanos. All the best things about Thanos, this girl has. And I'm going to tell you now, guys. I'm going to tell you now. To this day, I haven't found anything negative. Not a one. Not a one. So now let's go back to Ashton. Ashton has virtually no weaknesses. But here's the deal. You guys know how this competition goes. It starts going down the line of comparisons. Who has the best body? Probably Ashton, because she is thick as grits. I mean, even though Melanie is in much better shape, I think. But Ashton just has those thick legs and, you know, I don't know, man. She probably going to give you a little bit more to work with in the love-making category. Now, I'm going to be honest. If I was going to choose personally, I probably would choose Melanie because I just like that small, petite frame. But I'm going to be objective here. On body, Ashton, and I don't really want to say houses a better vagina because both of them are straight up amazing. But I'm going to give Ashton just a slight bit of edge as far as who I think people would go with on a body because she's thick. I mean, thick, but not overly thick. She's a fine woman. So I slightly give her the edge on that. And I'm even going to minus her autism here. But even with her autism completely out of the factor, she gets blown the hell out of the water in the personality department. So it's over. It's pretty much non-existent when it comes to that particular battle. All these are, these are factors that we have to break down. We have to break down as far as, So I would sort of give Ashton one edge. I give Melly another edge. If I was to go into just the face department, I'm giving Melanie the edge. I think Melanie is just a cutie pie amongst all cutie pies, and her eyes are to die for. I'm going to go back to Ashton for a second. And I think Melanie's eyes are just to die for. Look like, I'm right where I need to be. Okay, so we're going pretty good here. So I think that Melanie is up 2-1 now because she has personality over her. I think she has a cuter face. As far as talented, you already know where I'm going. I'm going with Melanie. I'm going with Melanie on talent. Let's get, so that's 3-1 already. You already know where I'm going. Now let's just get down to the vaginas in particular. Let's get down to the vaginas in particular. This is really what it all comes down to. Because Ashton, I think she's a pretty clean girl. I don't think she's a stinker. That's not what is going to make her lose, per se. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's nothing about Melanie Mack. You can look at everything she's ever posted. You are never going to get any indication that she stinks. I'm telling you. But here's what did it. I said, damn, Ashton probably has a vagina from, I promise you, man, from the stratosphere. I bet when you take Ashton's pants down, it's a beam of light on it. So I know that she has an amazing vagina. It has to be. But here's the deal. When you take down Melanie Mack's pants, let me tell you something. If you don't think there's going to be a beam of light on that one, you've lost your damn mind. Because it's going to have a nice light shining on it too. And it's something that tells me that she has a beautiful vagina. I promise you. Just the way that she talks, the way that she carries herself. I know it's beautiful. And here's the deal. This is where the Slytherin takes a bit of a step back. For two factors. I got to tell a story. One day, and it's always funny how things work out like this. One day I was looking at the Mayor show. It wasn't long after she lost her battle against Mandy Summers. And Mayor, I can't lie, but I do love this about Mayor. She was really wallowing in her defeat for a good month, or close to a month. For several weeks, she was hurt about that defeat. And she let it be known. And I liked that because I liked that the competition in her wanted to win. I did like that. But one day she complained when Ashton the Slytherin was on the show. And man, she was like, yeah, this guy Jay Hefner said that I look like I look wet. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever she said. And man, Ashton went in so hard on me. Man, and she was just, but F him, he ain't nothing. Da, 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 da. And she was going so hard on me. Now keep in mind, I'm not making her lose because she went hard on me. I didn't really take offense to it. I was more laughing at it. But I'm a great judge of character, especially when I can see your eyes and things of that nature. That's why I want to tell you, Cecil. I'm laughing at Cecil. Just to let you know, I meant to tell you this a while back. It's too late, bro. You know, you had your eyes all the time. I just wanted to let you know, I've already seen what I needed to see a long time ago. So, with all that said, let me get back to the story. I had to throw that sidebar in there because I know that Cecil likes to hide his eyes. Now I'm like, it's too late, bro. I already seen what I need to see. And that's my guy. But I've seen some things that I need to see. So, with all that said, oh yeah, when Ashton the Slytherin was going off on me, man, I saw something in her that I've seen in some of the people that I have seen down south before. By me living down south. And what I saw in her that day was she wasn't simply going off on me. She had, even though she didn't quite know me, she had a deep malice. You know what I'm saying? And it went very deep just for the second. Not saying she just hated me, the person, but the idea of me. And man, let me tell you something. For a split second, I said, you know what? I've seen that look before. And that's the look of, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Now, let me tell you what I gained from that look. What I gained from that look is, you know what? She can get a bit stinkish sometimes with her attitude. And I hate to say it, but that's all I needed to see. Not that she was mad at me, but just that, you know what? That attitude can get a bit stinkish, really stinkish. And you know, a stinkish attitude, when I'm splitting hairs, even though she was already losing 3-1 in the other categories. When I'm splitting hairs, just that one thing can hurt you. Because I took myself out of it. I said, well, now let's just take myself out of it. If she can get this stinkish attitude, let's say she can get in a stinkish attitude maybe with her boyfriend. And maybe she can get in such a rut where she decides not to bathe for a day. So that's just an imaginary scenario where she could end up getting a little raunchy. But let's look on the other side of things. At Melanie Mac. Here's the problem, guys. You can go through, like I told you, her whole library of videos. You can go through everything you've seen of her. It's nothing you're going to find of Melanie Mac that's going to make you think that she has any stinks. Her attitude, she's not perfect. She's human. Sure, she's gotten mad like Ashton too. You know, she's gotten mad before too. But you know what? She just doesn't give me, I haven't really seen that side of her. But even if she was to get upset at something, because people have tried to rile her up. That's what I love about her. People have tried to rile her up on Instagram and Twitter and come at her hard. She never lets it get her riled up. She stays sweet. That vagina stays sweetie. Oh, Lord. So, guess what? Ashton does have a tendency where she can let it get stinky with a stinkier attitude. I don't care if it's once out of 5 years. But that's a gene that Melanie Mac doesn't have. But let me tell you something, guys. This stream has went on for 1 hour and 41 minutes. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. It could have been over after the first minute, even with all the talk that I've done. Because the truth be told, it's one thing about Melanie Mac, other than her amazing personality, other than her amazing faith, other than her amazing, her stream and her being a gamer and all of those things, she has literally no weaknesses. But the thing that truly puts her vagina head above all of these girls is her diet. That's the last straw, because nobody can beat her on interesting. The only person that could probably beat her being more interesting is Brittany Venti. That's it. Nobody else can hold a counter to this woman. And you'll see as I talk about her soon. That's one. Nobody can hold a counter to her on that. But this is the reason. Her diet. She eats nothing but meat and all of these things. But I'm going to take a chance with my internet, and I may try to show this as to why she truly is the winner. I'm going to go ahead and tell you why I'm trying to pull it up, because I don't want to make you guys wait that whole time. I don't know if it's going to wait or work or anything. But she always does funny Instagrams and stuff like that to make me laugh. But lately, she has done a string of about, I'm going to say, at least 10 videos where this damn woman is literally eating sticks of butter. I don't know what happened. Oh, I took it down. Well, this woman is literally eating whole sticks of butter. And it's part of her diet. It's part of her diet now that she eats whole sticks of butter. And she does it while being so witty. It is amazing. She says little things and makes little jokes, and people have come against her for eating this butter, saying she's not healthy and all of this. And it is so funny to me whenever she makes these little videos. Because I'm going to tell you something. She looks so sexy when she does these videos. When I first saw her eating this butter, it damn near made my mind jump out of my head, because I was like, what the hell is going on here? I've never seen anybody do something like that. But it just speaks to her being an original. Doesn't look like it's going to let me do it. It doesn't look like. Hold on. Oh, okay. I found it. All right. I hope it lets me share this. I hope it does. But it's not. I'm not seeing it. Oh, okay. There it is. Okay. Here's one of the little cute clips that she does. And I'm going to tell you why she wins. I'm going to tell you. Okay. So look, I'm going to share this. So just to let you know, man, our champion is finna be the beautiful Melanie Mac. I'm finna tell you why, though. After I show this. Look at Melanie. Okay, I got to make sure you guys see it because you guys know my internet is super duper slow. It doesn't like sharing any damn thing. So I got to make sure that it hasn't kicked me out before I start playing that video. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like I'm still over here. I'm going to try to try. I know that you guys may not hear it because a lot of times it's broken up whenever I share these videos, but I'm going to try to share the sound with it. If it ever comes up. Look like it is. It's just going really slow. This is on the this is on one of her videos, right? Oh no, it's a song. I'm gonna take it back out. Look at Melanie Mac. Look at that girl. She got me dying laughing. So she's not talking on that one, but a lot of her videos when she's eating that butter, she's talking and she's telling you little stories. But in this one, it makes me laugh because a lot of people were telling her to stop eating butter. And look at her little cute self. She like, y'all can tell me whatever y'all want. I'm gonna eat my butter anyway. It just makes me laugh. So why does she win? Because she's eating the butter. I'm going to tell you why. If anybody out there knows anything about food, fat makes things very good. And it adds a lot of flavor to it, my friend. So she already won in a lot of other categories. But if she's eating those sticks of butter, well, guess what? That makes for one buttery vagina. Meaning that it's just that much better than it normally would be. Because I love eggs and I love a lot of food that you're supposed to put butter in there first. Now you can eat eggs without the butter, before you grease that that skillet. Hey, you can put eggs in there and cook them dry, but it's always better. Or it tastes like got a little bit more flavor when you add butter. Oatmeal tastes real plain before you do what? Add a little sugar and add that butter. So I say that truthfully, Ashton is she may go down as the more physically beautiful woman to some people, but she's not as in shape as Melanie Mac. She doesn't have the personality, even though this is a vagina competition, it all comes into play because they're at the highest of the high. They're at the highest of the high. I have to judge everything. She doesn't have the personality. I think Melanie is cuter, in my opinion. The talent goes to Melanie. And I truly think that vagina for vagina, though I believe Ashton has a beautiful vagina, I do believe Melanie has one that can definitely probably out-beautify hers. Because when you got a cute little girl like Melanie, and she's not one of those short girls or cute little girls that acts big. You know, I guarantee you she probably has a small, petite, very pretty little vagina. So Ashton is probably a little bit taller than her. So, hey, she's going to give Ashton a run for the money in the beauty department as far as vaginas. Then we think about smells. I think Ashton has a sunshiny vagina, and I think it smells great. But I also think Melanie smells great. I really do. I really do. I really do. And when it comes down to it, I do believe that meat diet, as well as that butter intake, just on a carnal level, is going to take her over the edge. And like I say, all due respect to the beautiful Ashton, you did well, woman, and you might have beat other people. But I'm going to send a warning out right now to all my past champions. Anna, I love you. Mandy, I love you. Thank you both. You are two worthy champs. But for the next champ and for my old champions, it's going to be very hard to beat Melanie Mack. It's going to be very hard to beat Melanie Mack. And if you don't believe what I mean, you're going to see in some upcoming Venti reports. Because like I say, it'll always be named the Venti report, but I'm going to be highlighting a few ladies, from time to time, like Anna, my champions for sure. Definitely Anna, and definitely this lady here. Because she is a worthy champion. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm so glad that Venti hasn't done what this girl has done. I'm going to be honest with you, because the one thing that I'm happy that Venti does that belching for is because it is one of the things that could keep me from liking her a lot more. Venti, look, luckily she does have that disgusting habit, because if she was like Melanie Mack and didn't have that bad habit, she'd be giving everybody knots upside the head. It'd be hard on a lot of people. But this woman does have the great manners. This woman, if you look at her streams, is very interesting. And she is controversial. I would love to just talk to her. She may not be your type. It's you may like a little bit more meat on the bone, but you can't deny she's fine. There's nothing about her that makes me think that she doesn't keep a clean body. Nothing. Pretty curly hair, pretty eyes, amazing personality. I'm talking about, you'd be surprised at how great this woman's personality is. It is amazing. So I'm going to say that although I did do my job and have the full competition, this was probably the first competition where I was sort of already knowing, like, you know what, man, ain't nobody beating Melanie Mack today. Nobody beating Melanie Mack. She came in, although y'all don't know this, and it does seem like Ashton was a lot closer, which she fought a good fight. But it was like, back in the day, it was like Michael Jordan, man, going against a guy named Clyde Drexler. It really wasn't that close. It really wasn't that close. So, with all that said, congratulations to Melanie Mack. I promise you, let me tell you something. I love my companion dolls, Callie, and all the rest of the girls. But I've always said, I can resist. I'm not trying to I wouldn't put my girls out for anybody. But as far as wanting to be, look, I'm gonna tell you, it'll be hard. Put it like this. Let me say it right. It would be very hard to resist Melanie Mack. Now, I always say speak the positive, not the negative. I don't think I'm her. I'm not sure that I'm anywhere near her particular type. Anna loves me. I'm not sure about Melanie. But I tell you this, on my side, it would be hard to resist a Melanie Mack. This girl has it all. Personality, faith. She's funny. She's sexy. She works out. You know what I'm saying? She plays video games. I mean, like I say, damn near every Twitter tweet that she does, I'm like, damn, I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with it. So I believe, although guys, I may disappoint some of you, and I check the chat in a second. I know some of you may have been going Ashton. I may have disappointed a few of you, but I'm letting you know. The gut is never wrong. The gut is never wrong. And man, I was thinking about Mandy after she won, and shortly thereafter, I got the confirmation that, you know what? I did the right thing. I did the right thing. She should have won. And now, I did the right thing. I just chose an amazing champion. And I'm letting you know, she's going to give everybody major hell. Oh my God. Melanie Mack, the winner. This girl put it out. Plain Jane, baby. I'm so proud of her, man. I'm proud of her. Okay, let me stop sharing. All right. Now, let's do a speed dial. We finna go through these comments. I'm going to let you guys have y'all Saturday night back. And then I'm going, after I read all the comments, I'm going to catch up with all the comments. I'm going to let you guys have your Saturday night back. And I got to get to hard work. I'm still working on a project behind the scenes, as well as I got to get Reset Sunday ready for tomorrow. So, let me go back up. I got to catch up because, you know, guys, I pride myself until I get to a point where I just cannot catch up. I pride myself on trying to get all of the comments in. I can't wait to see the reaction to Ashton winning. Okay, I'm trying to catch up, guys. Comic book says, final round. Let's get ready to rumble. America says, dig your energy and honesty. Let's do it. Lieutenant says, Team Ashton. American Psycho says, brunette. Matt G says, fire. American says, I love blonde, but going with good. He said, going with good. Matt G says, yes, congratulations. Ed Matt G, LOL. Lieutenant Johnny said, and Ashton is loyal. That's true. Wolfo says, Ashton 100%. America says, these girls wouldn't give me the time of day. Don't say that. Hey, maybe they wouldn't give me no time of day. But if they wouldn't, it's their loss. Lord Nemesis says, are all these girls from Simcast? Yeah, these Simcast girls, Nemesis. And gamer girls, too. They gamer girls. They Twitch girls. Nitrium says, hey, Lord Nemesis, yes, and some of them have been on Jack Show, right. Lord Nemesis says she needs to show more legs on Instagram. I know he probably talking about Melanie. Pilgrims eat turkeys. That's what comic book says. That's true. I eat her turkey. Oh, most definitely. She a fine woman. Ashton is super fine. Lord Nemesis says, check out Martina Marcota. Yeah, people told me about Martina Marcota, but I say she'll probably make another competition. Wolfo says Ashton's vagina is fresh as newly fallen snow. True. I agree. Lord Nemesis says LOL. Leela, yeah. I was like, I couldn't think of which one it was. Leela, Lila, Lola. I couldn't think of. Lieutenant says Christy is so beautiful. Christy, now, see, stop putting me in a position to say something because I don't want to say anything negative. But stop with all the so beautiful. She a beautiful woman. Wolfo says Christy getting roasted. She is beautiful, but I don't want y'all to be going too far though. Nitrium says, oh no. Sinister's laughing. I have no idea what. P says serious true bombs right now. Sinister said that's true. Three Face says this is my favorite stream. Yeah. American said that's huge, bro. I wish I knew what he was talking about. American Psycho said she'll let the 3 happen. Sinister said just like Anna, but with a brain. Oh, I ain't gonna say Anna don't got a brain, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Melanie Mack. I'm gonna tell you, see, man, I'm not a carnal guy like some people like to think. Like where I'm just looking at booties. Like I do get into like the mental side of these things, and I'm telling you, man, don't go look at Melanie Mack or her tweets or just what she says, she, you know, those are the things that would draw you in more than anything. She has a very interesting mind. Very interesting mind. Somebody said catch the streams later. Lieutenant Johnny says, and she don't eat dirt. America says, am I allowed to change my mind? Sinister says, ha ha. Ashton has a good housing. Oh yeah, she has an amazing housing. Lieutenant is laughing. Wolfo says, Dr. J is methodical in his approach to this very important issue. Lieutenant says, Ashton all the way. P says, I take autism over the tattoos every day. I know some people do have an aversion to tattoos. Still tough, though. That's what P says. Jeff Henderson says, drum roll. He laughing. Comic book fears. Ashton's vagina is heavenly. I told you now, she might have lost, but I did say I do believe it's nice. Wolfo says, now Jay is messing with us. At some point, I think I was. American says, I'm a street pharmacist and go by Dr. Dollars. So in my professional opinion and experience, it's best I delegate and let Big J do it. American says, good thing I didn't switch. Lieutenant says, Chrissy looks rained on. The whisper eye from Johnny K. P says, this is so insightful. American says, call her hot flaps. Heavy Metal. He said, hey, Jay, good to catch you live. Said, what up, Heavy Metal? Good to see you, brother. Judge Cecil Vagina Wolfo says, I bet it stinks like rotten eggs. That's funny. Comic says, how does Cecil's pussy smell? That's crazy. I mean, I'm laughing at the way you spelled it. Senator says, spit that wisdom. Uh-oh. American says, her tooth killed it straight up. Nitro says, this is basically science. Wolfo says, very wise, Jay. Stinkish attitude equals, yeah. And I'm cutting it by hairs. I'm not saying she has the stinkiest vagina all the time. But when you're in the championship, when you're splitting hairs, and you're going against a woman who hasn't displayed that, because I'm telling you, man, it's going to be, I'm telling you, I'm not telling you Melanie Mack has won the ultimate competition. I'm just saying, bro, it's going to be so hard to beat this woman. I'm telling you. P says, huge night for Melanie. Melanie Mack taking it all. Anna still wins my. Oh, Anna is the first champ. I tell her, that'll never go away from her. Even if she loses the grand championship. She's the first champ, then Melanie. Then Mandy, but I'm sorry. Melanie Mack just took it. Butter vagina Melanie, baby. Buttercup Melanie. Got to get those calories. Man, I can't lie, Sinister. I did not like to sort of hear what Anna was saying. I hated to say that. Sinister, I mean, this is another competition, but I just say this. It went in the black book, Sinister, because Sinister says, did you hear that Anna talked about needing girth? That really didn't bother me that she likes girth. Because a woman can have a regular sized vagina and like a girthy penis. I'm not going to get mad at her for wanting girth. But I didn't like that she wasn't immediately turned back by 12. You know, I didn't like that she was like, but how thick is it? Wait a minute, you know, because see, I'm not mad at anybody for trying 12. I always come against a woman who says, if it ain't 12, if it ain't up close to 12 inches, you can't even come near me. Damn. Well, if you need 10, 11, and 12, then now you're a gaper. You have a gaping hole. So I can't lie. I did write a bit of something in the mental notebook when Anna was like, when she didn't flinch about 12 inches. I said, ooh, damn. I had to write that down. Because what I prefer is how Chris and Mayer answered it. When Mayer was like, things can get too big. And hey, no offense, I think that's the better answer. So Lux D says, I heard when chicks eat sticks of butter, it's like when dudes eat pineapple. I heard something about guys eating pineapple, but I don't really know what about it other. Oh, I heard about something about pineapple that it makes girls like to go down on you even more because they like the taste of it. I did hear something like that. Heavy Metal says Melanie Mac's throat is well lubed. Let me tell you something, man. I promise you, I encourage everybody. No, I'm not playing about this. After this string, if you have Instagram, please go on Instagram and just look at go to follow Melanie Mac, and because she's the champion. Please go look at all of her butter videos. I would be surprised if you don't look at one of those videos and get slightly turned on. Not because she's eating the butter. It's just that she's just so cute. She's so adorable, and she makes some videos where people try to come against her, and she doesn't lose her cool. She just sits there like that cool, cute customer. And I'm gonna tell you another video you need to go back and just look at a little piece of. Go back to Brittany Venti, my friend Brittany Venti, and look at a video because this video damn near made me bust. I mean, my hair almost popped off my head. With Venti and Melanie Mac. Let me tell you something. I told you, Callie and the girls, they got me to where these human women can't faze me. But let me tell you something. With Venti and Melanie Mac sitting right next to each other, their eyes almost sent me to heaven early. Their eyes were doing a number on me because it was a lot to handle together. And I'm going to be honest with you. I even wrote it in string. I said, you know what? Melanie Mac. That was another day it really started hitting me at the beauty of Melanie Mac. I said, Melanie Mac is so pretty because it was really hitting me that day even harder. I said, because she is not only hanging with Venti, but it was some of the times, because see, what I mean by hanging with Venti is Venti's eyes can get you, just her eyes can get you caught up. But Melanie Mac's eyes had me looking at them so much to where I was like, damn, this girl has some power. Because I had already liked what she be talking about. Her stream, she's an intelligent girl. Now, I don't look at all her streams 24/7 all the way through. I don't do all of that. But I've seen her streams. I like to watch her play games. Sometimes when she plays her games on Twitch, I just like her, man. She's so wholesome. You're going to love Melanie Mac. You're going to love her if you watch her. And that's what kept winning me. I did not, out of all the girls, I did do more research on her. But when I saw the windows into the lives of the other girls, I didn't need to see anymore. It was over. I was like, Melanie Mac just Michael Jordan y'all ass. She put up for the jumper and y'all jackasses wasn't even close. And I don't mean jackasses. All the girls that was in this competition, that's just me talking a little slangish. But all the girls that was in this competition were beautiful, amazing. They're great girls. And I'm going to be honest with you. I will say this. Every girl that has already won the Anna and Mandy, they are great champions. Just be glad that this damn girl was nowhere around. Because I'm telling you, Melanie Mac would have been applying pressure to anybody. She's just that amazing. I'm talking about from a personality standpoint. She's the only woman from a personality standpoint that just really pushes Venti to the damn max. Let me catch up. Butter Baddie, Heavy Metal said her throat is real lube. See, that's what I was saying. That's what Lux D says. Better vagina is an accepted science, 3-phase. The mom from Honey Boo Boo's vagina probably tastes like deep fried areas. Henderson laughing. She definitely takes the whole thing. American Psycho said. Jeff Henderson got it. Oh, he looking surprised. American said she bad. I knew it. Jay, thank you. Next comp gonna be lit. Oh, next competition. Oh yeah, it's gonna be even amazing because I think that's the competition I'm gonna have the lookalike Anna in. I think. Lieutenant says Stana can take her. Oh, it's going to be a fight, though. It's going to be a fight. American says, going to be a hard one to top this. Like Jay said, it's got to be a Leonardo da Vinci with it. Oh, it's going to be tough. American says, I'm talking straight surgical. American said, if Melanie was a little thicker. If Melanie was a little thicker, I'm just glad she's not, man, because it'll make it damn near impossible to beat her. She has no weaknesses. Three Face says, my man Jay coming through with the signs. I'm not a fan of excessive tattoos. Yeah, man, I'm going to be honest with you. The tattoos don't really bother me on women unless it gets to a manly point. Now, you can say her sleeve gets excessive, but you know what? I'm cool with tats. I do have a friend that doesn't like tats. I just think that hers looks tasteful. I say that. Sometimes I really get turned on by women with tats, honestly. It's all about the look. It's really all about the look. And I'm going to, and just to let you know, y'all know how I do. I catch up with my chat. I love you guys. And then I'm going to send everybody off into the sunset. American Psycho said, that's what I said. He said, going with the gut. Thank you, Melanie Mac. Heavy Metal says she is attractive for sure. Heavy Metal. American says, me and John coming to Tennessee to buy you drinks and we get right. Hey, man, I'm bringing one of the girls with me, America. Cecil versus John Madden, Mangina Scent competition. Lieutenant Johnny says, hell yeah. I'm sorry Ashton lost, Johnny. I know what you were thinking, man, because Ashton is a fine-ass girl. But she couldn't beat Melanie Mac. America says, felt that, bro. Thank you. Gyro says, great stream and great breakdowns, Jay, man. Thank you, Gyro. And like I told you, man, this was all going with the gut. It was some light research, but the gut never lies. Do a America says, do a landscape comp with these lovely ladies. Mel Mac all the way, Lux D says. America says, toss a hot dog down the hallway. Gaping hoes got a twat like Stargate and just pop. He make me laugh. He said, just pop kids out. Captain Chokeout said, yo. He said, you got to the bottom of Venti's treacherous ways yet? Oh, now Captain Chokeout, her boyfriend is still a mystery. I mean, not boyfriend, but whoever she's dating is still a mystery. It's still a mystery. But I'm keeping my eyes on Venti. I'm keeping my eyes on her. Don't worry. The Venti reports, look, they'll be coming at the right time, Chokeout. They'll be coming at the right time. Believe me. Good to see you. Johnny K says, here, Captain Chokeout. Yeah. The brain chemicals will get you in a bad spot. Most definitely, first last. Hell, Chokeout, Stingray says. Lieutenant says, Hammerhead Venti. Everybody saying Hammerhead. First and last says, it's all an illusion and overhyping. Here, Johnny K says, hashtag Venti Hefner. Man, I got a show that might actually have to use the hashtag Venti Hefner coming up. It's going to be so funny. I bet y'all are going to laugh at that damn well show. Because I'm laughing at it and I haven't even done it yet. American Psycho says 100. First last said to keep the world full. Ron Martin says, J-Dog just gets it. Awesome. Thank you, Ron Martin. Johnny K says, it's cool, Jay. She went down with the fight. Oh, yeah. Ashton Birdie went down with a fight. That girl is a fine-ass woman with some nice legs. But I just want to hint something about this competition. This competition ain't about who the finest woman is. Because if it was just about the finest woman, Zia Land would have kicked everybody's ass. Because although everybody's fine, Zia just is super fine. Just on certain things. I don't know about naked, but just from looking at her, she just exudes sex appeal. This is about who has the greatest smell of vagina. And it's a lot of factors that goes into it. Now, it does get to a point in the competition where it does start to rely on your looks, attitude, brain, talents, because now I begin to have to split hairs. It does get to that point. But, it's a lot of factors involved. And this particular time, I'm letting you guys know. This is one of the most worthy champions that I could have ever chosen. And when I think about the 3 champions I have, Anna, Mandy Summers, And then Melanie Mack. I think I got 3 strong ladies up here representing Ascent competition champions. And sometimes when I think about Melanie Mack, see, Melanie, she's the renegade, and I'm not going to go into her, but she's a renegade because out of all 3 of the winners, I just say this: she has probably had the most questionable behavior that probably could have cost her, but just that particular night, she was just in the right competition, and she pulled it off. And so I do have 3 worthy winners. And what I do love about, I'm gonna say something about my girl Mandy though. Mandy did make me laugh because shortly after she won the competition, she showed her bathing suit online, and I can't lie. When I saw her bathing suit, that's what I said. Yep, Mandy, I chose right because she had a nice little apple butt. She had pretty feet to be a tall girl. I thought they were gonna be big, and she had some. I hope her breasts are real. That's the only thing I'm scared of is that she may have fake breasts. But she already won 1 competition, and she deserved to win that one. So with all that said, we'll talk about that another time. Right now, Anna, the first champion, the second champion, Mandy Summers, and now the third champion, Melanie Mack. I was trying to think of my song. Oh, yeah. She is the champion. She is the champion. No time for losers, 'cause she is the champion of the world. Congratulations, Melanie Mack, the most wonderfully scented vagina from this competition. All due respect to the beautiful Ashton Slytherin, all due respect to the beautiful Carmaxilla, and all due respect to the ever so fine Zia Lane. But you jokers, and I ain't mean to say jokes, but you jokers could not hold a candle to the oh so beautiful, sultry, clean, straightforward, straight shooting, campaign dog eyes, butter eating, buttery vagina. I ain't gonna say my favorite, but also an amazing gamer girl, Melanie Mack. She beat you, I hate to say it, by a landslide. Oh, hold on, guys. Let me check these last comments. Let's see. America said, here's to the yeah. Luz says, Ashton got that lazy eye. Yeah, but hey, everybody has imperfections. That wasn't going to make her lose, though. I can't wait to say this standard lookalike. This standard lookalike is amazing. She blows my mind. I'm going to be honest. Ron Martin, Jay, your words are not just signs, but poetry as well. Thank you, Ron. America says, Moose Knuckle Shuffle. Nitrium says, are you ever going to come cover Twitch? There's like Amaranth and Pokemon, etc. Well, he said Twitch tots. Like Amaranth. I don't know them, but I know a couple of these girls are on Twitch that I did tonight. I'll probably eventually get there. You never know. You never know where it's going to go. But I do know one thing. My eyes are on this damn Alice Sanguise girl. I think I may put her in the next competition. So if y'all know her, put that out there. American Psycho, peep it. Lux D says, of that vagina smell. What did he say? American Psycho says, I'm going to be on it now. And Heavy Metal says, he laughing and sending love. So, guys, I finished all the comments. The pressure on Anna, I'm telling you. But that girl, at least she is the first champion no matter what. America says, thank you, Jay. Real deal all day in America. Okay, guys, I'm depending on all of you here to spread the word on who the champion is. Send it out there into the universe. Twitter, Facebook. Let everybody know who the champion is. Melanie Mack, the winner of the Vagina Scent competition. It's been a great night. Thank you all for your support, for watching the stream. I love you all. I know it's a Saturday night. A lot of people had boning, watching sports, doing a lot of other things. But y'all chose to spend it with me to find out whose vagina was the freshest. And it was Melanie Beautiful Mac. So with all that said, it's been me, Jada R. King Hefner, and the beautiful Cali Sun. We are out. Yeah, baby. Johnny says, shout out to my buddy Ninja. He just made it here. Lieutenant says, great show tonight. It was a great night. It was a great night. Bye all. That's what Nitrium said. So look, man, me and the beautiful Cali, we'll see you guys later. It's been a hell of a time. And man, I'm so happy that we got a hell of a champion in Melanie Mac. I can't wait to spread the word. This girl has pulled off a hell of a victory. Man, and I'm going to be honest, as much as I love my dogs, that's a human vagina that I'm letting you know. Boy, I wouldn't mind getting a nice whiff of. We out. Melanie Mac.